There's all these different use cases for the storage. Sometimes you want it to be in place for a long time and be cheap but reliable. Sometimes you need to use it right now. And so our customers and we often face a decision, do we go with a homogeneous approach or a heterogeneous approach? And it's not always clear what's better, because you pointed out that some vendors are able to come up with a homogeneous approach, which puts everything under one framework, and which is great. It's easier to manage, but it may not always be best for all use cases. And then we see people come out with management frameworks that they can then use to deal with lots of different vendors who specialize in areas where they're best of breed in those areas. And yeah, case by case, we have to decide and work with our customers to make sure that we get the right piece. But the capabilities are starting to really blossom. And maybe, Mark, we should think about a future, technically speaking, just on nerding out on what's happening with enterprise storage in general, because this is just one of the many, many fascinating use cases. It's just the one with the most number of vowels per statement.
Yeah. Well, and certainly, in the work that I do in EVOTEK Labs on the venture side of things, we've been watching investment into storage. And last year, there were only 17 investments into the storage space. A number that's in 2 digits in the venture world is a very bizarre number. So down 59% from 2022. However, of the investments that were made, a lot of them were made into storage platforms that are making advancements towards AI training or AI inference. And so 5 of the top deals last year in the storage space had to do exactly with that. So I think you're spot on that maybe we're not going to see a vast number of startups enter the storage space. That just means that the incumbents kind of have the playground to themselves. And of those that are coming in, they're tailor-made for AI training. So fascinating time to be in the storage industry.
Well, let me frame that a little bit differently, which is also through that, we had a big round of investment in storage the last cycle. And a lot of those vendors are now the big vendors who started off their life thinking about a much larger problem, which is enterprise storage. And that's maybe good because they take a long time to get rolled out and to learn all the things that they need to do and to become relevant into a space that is so critical to our customers. And I'm fascinated that there were 17 space. That's wonderful.
Yeah, no, it's certainly a brave new world out there. I think, Mark's little prediction here, I think we're going to see the same pattern in the networking side, where the incumbents are going to have their playground for themselves, and onesie twosie little specialist startups enter the market for kind of edge cases. I think that's where we're seeing, but I do know the numbers are going to get just unimaginable. They're going to be absolutely huge.
Man, Mark, everything old is new again. This sounds like every cycle that we track within startup land. Like the incumbents get big, they're really great, and then but they can't always be great at everything. And so then you see people doing point products that either try to become a big incumbent or try to get adopted into that framework, right? So I just love it.
Absolutely the case.